Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm going to give you a tour of the redesigned 2024 Big Country, the 3200 RLK. This is a beautifully made rear living setup. Drop a comment. Let me know how you feel that the decor team did. I personally love it. It is light, bright, and beautiful. The front cap got a new workover. I think it looks fantastic. All the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, all that good stuff will be down in the description. It should also pop up on the screen. But make sure to reach out to me. I'm here selling with Funtown RV, and I have access to their full inventory across the entire country. Let me show you the deals on wheels that I can get you. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go ahead and head on the inside and show you what she's all about. Again, it's the 2024 Big Country 3200 RLK. And right when you walk in, you're gonna notice Big Country got a makeover. I mean, look at this. Light and bright, but not so light and bright that it peels your eyes back. You do have some of the darker tones mixed into the island. An absolutely massive refrigerator. And then you got your dark furniture with one of the tallest slides I have seen in the RV industry. It's absolutely fantastic. You got to be an absolute gorilla to worry about bonking your head on this. Now, for slide height reference, I am 6 feet tall. I mean, look at all that. My hands go all the way up, you know, with the fist made, and that is where that is ending. That is absolutely incredible. What it also gives you, aside from a very roomy appearance, but it also gives you these massive open windows. And both of these are going to be emergency exits, by the way. So pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. They also have the old Dracula shades. Stop the skin from sizzling. Keep some nosy eyes out. You know, keep the longevity of the camper in general, you know, when you're not using it by closing it up. You have a dinette that expands out a little bit more for some extra seating, which is a big time plus. But you have kind of your like booth over here with a little bit of extra storage. Then you got two chairs over there, so a perfect place to sit down, read a book with a good view, maybe play some cards like some euchre. You know, that's my personal favorite. But it's the flush mount floor, so you'll notice, you know, it's pretty flat. It's also got the linoleum, so no carpet, really smooth appearance. You know, if you're not looking, you would think that's all part of the kind of the same design. So I love seeing that. Now, as we work down this slide, you have your recliner right here, and it's on that quick recline, so it lays down pretty darn flat. So if you are a sofa or a recliner sleeper, this is going to be perfect for you. It is very comfortable, and it's directly across from the TV as well, which is a big time plus, and this island does not get in the way like it does on some models. Your other slide is right here. This is going to be your entertainment and your cooking slide. We'll get to that here in a second, but first, I want to show you this absolutely massive island. Not only does it look really nice, really functional kind of food prepping stage, or at night, if you want to kind of get your party on, it's a great place where you can relax, play some games, prep some food, you know, whatever you want to do. I mean, it's absolutely incredible, and it's the solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. Some fancy pants, little bronze knobs right there, you know, for all those. You got some drawers. Close them up. Right over here, look at that, plenty of storage. Flip those accent lighting, as you saw, that kicked on right there on the floor. You have your farm style stainless steel undermounted bowl. It gives you plenty of space to do all your dishes. Hitting those dishes from all angles. And then underneath, you have some clean cut storage. And then some access to your plumbing in two separate spaces. So that's pretty cool. That's a little bit unique. Got some fancy pants pendant lighting there on the ceiling there as well, which is pretty nice. And then heading out the back, you notice you got the 3-sectional couch. That's going to be a trifold sofa that butts up, you know, probably right up against that island with enough squeeze-through room. But even though this is traditionally a couples coach, you do get the ability to sleep a couple extra folks, you know, absolutely no problem. Now on both sides too, you're going to notice outlets and a flip cap for the USB. So you move that and boom. Now you can charge your devices on both sides. Rest a book, put a TV remote, you know, whatever you want to do on both sides. And again, notice how big these windows are. You know, it's pretty darn nice for your natural lighting, your good views. Doesn't get much better. You got a little bit of overhead storage, which I think is looking pretty nice. A little tall up here because this is a full profile RV. So it does get a little cumbersome to reach to up there, but a perfect place to stow away, you know, some extra blankets or anything like that. They also got the copper tabs with the magnetic latches, you know, to kind of help. Look at that. I mean, pretty darn sturdy. I'm yanking on that pretty good. You got the little glass look right there for some more storage. And then as you move along to the right, it's going to be kind of more of the same. Now right over here is going to be your entertainment section, your TV. That's that part of the slide. You have a sound bar, an electric fireplace, puts out 5,500 BTUs of heat for 500 square feet of heat. So this whole room, you're covered even on a pretty darn chilly day. So I like having that feature. Anytime that you can use electric heat as opposed to propane, you know, you're saving money. And in general, who doesn't like the look of a good fireplace? Two little cubbies right there. You're also going to see you got a little knob right there. Pull that up. Ooh. Let me grab, I got the camera in my hand, but look at that. A little bit of hidden storage back there. You know, put whatever you want. Hide a little stowaway items, maybe a DVD player, PS5, you know, whatever you got. If you got some kids coming along with you, something like that. And then you got really deep, good storage here as well. Again, storage, storage, storage. And this, you know, I'm 6 feet tall with average size arms. I can barely reach to that. Pretty nice to have that kind of depth. Again, that slide height is absolutely massive, so you're going to get things like that extra storage up and around the microwave. You got the Samsung microwave here as well. Popcorn, potato mode, pizza mode, veggies. That's the full kit and caboodle right there. And I'll show you that top one right here as well. And you saw how strong those magnets are. It's pretty nice. You don't have to worry about, you know, when you're driving down the road for something jostling, you know, things around. Outlet over here on this side if you want to plug in, you know, any appliances. You got a tile backsplash here as well. You know, so that is nice. 3 stovetop burner. You got the Suburban Elite oven. So a little bit bigger than most. Could probably fit a little turkey in there. We got Turkey Day coming up, or maybe by the time this is posted, it is already up. Top one looking like that. Bottom two looking like this. You notice it's also on the soft close, which is a big time plus. And then over here, that's what you're looking at. So let me go ahead and pop up this safety latch right there. And there's probably, nope, not another one on this side. So right here, you got one of the industry's largest refrigerators. This is going to be the Insignia. This is a residential refrigerator. So it's not going to run off, you know, the propane or the 12 volt or anything like that. This is a true residential refrigerator, just like the one inside of your home. But you see, you got a week's worth of stuff that you can pack away. And then you go down into the freezer. You know, you got 2 drawers, a little ice maker there, which is always a plus. The bottom partition, you know, is removable and adjustable, which is always a plus. See if it shows the stats of it right there. Feel free to pause that if you want to get kind of the down and dirty stats there of the fridge. Right over here, I love having this too. You got another area to plug in some stuff. You know, maybe like a Keurig or a blender. You know, make yourself up some margaritas. Make this little drink cabinet, you know, or something like that. Storage, storage. Big old pantry, and I love the look of it with that brown door. Again, you're breaking up the light with a little bit of a dark tone, which is always, you know, pretty nice. I'm not too much of a fancy guy, but I know what looks good, and this looks good. Max air fan to help you suck out the steam or the stink, keep some air flowing from whatever that you're cooking. And then right there, you know, just more storage. But again, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. These manufacturers, they do take into account of those comments. So if you like what they're doing, saying it. If you don't, let me know why. Personally, I love the look of this. Right as you walk inside the door, this is going to be your control panel for really everything. Gas and electric water heater right there. The fantastic vent fan. Ames power right there. You got your control for your heat and your AC. Your slide out control. So you're going to have 3 slide outs. This is going to control all 3 for you. Awning extend, ceiling fan, all the different lighting structures. Your water pump, and then of course, you know, all your tank fills in one convenient place. And then you got your tank heaters. Big Country is going to do very well in colder climates. It's one of the better built RVs. And with this new remodel, I think they are going to shoot through the roof in terms of sales as well, you know, which is good for me. It's good for you. It's really good for everybody. So you got some extra lighting as you're going up into the steps. A beautiful floor. I mean, check that out. That goes through the rest of the camper. But I love it too, how it's also kind of that tile look to it. Little window right here that opens up for a good little breeze up in the hallway. You got a bathroom that is pretty darn impressive, and it's got kind of that splash-proof sink, how they kind of slant it down. Fancy people always like fancy stuff, and I think that's pretty cool. You don't have to worry about the splash. Got a little mirror right there for the old bowling gun, baby. Tri-Glide glass series on an absolutely massive shower. Love seeing that. And you got one of the fanciest shower heads known to man. If you guys have seen my videos before, you know I love this thing. 4 different places that water can spit out. That's just screaming highfalutin. 6 foot, 300 pound Roonies. You got plenty of space. You got this interesting little skylight here that'll let in, you know, a little bit of natural light, but you're also not seeing out of it. Something interesting, something new that I haven't seen before. And I think that's pretty cool. And you also have a pocket door, you know, here as well. Move on into the bedroom. You're going to get plenty of space because the bed is on an east to west slide. My favorite disposition for the bed. You also got kind of that barn style door in the way of how it kind of swings closed. I think it's just a nice kind of classy look. And then you got your big old AC right here, which is nice. And you got the dump valves on each side. So if you're not going to be using the living room, you know, you can, we'll close it up now and it evenly distributes it, or open it up and let it disproportionately push the cool air into this room. Window, window, nice breeze, nice breeze. Outlet, outlet, USB, USB. Big storage here underneath, a little bit bigger than average, so that's a big time plus. And then as you flip it around, you got a place for a TV along with the appropriate plugins. And then you have a dresser here as well, which is a big time plus. The bottom 3 are all going to be this size. You know, put your socks, put your underwear, your boxers, you know, all that good stuff right there. And then you got an emergency exit window. So again, pull, push, and plop. You can get yourself out in a hurry. And then behind this grated door, you can usually tell, typically in motorhomes, you know, when they have a washer and dryer, they'll show that grated door right there. So a little bit more of a residential feel. You got the Splendide, Splendide, however you want to pronounce it. But that is going to be nice for your extended stays. If you don't order it with it, it basically just extends the closet. I really like the look here of the closet doors too. I think they're pretty darn sharp looking. Got a little bit of carpet, no problemo. You're in the closet. Got your cubbies. Little shelf there, a little shelf here, and then plenty of room to hang up all your clothes. But I think that about wraps it up here for the inside portion of the store. Again, this is the 2024 Big Country 3200 RLK. Hit that like and subscribe button if you guys have made it this far. Now I'm going to head around the outside, spend a few minutes there, and you know, show you where everything is located. So if you missed it the first time around, or if you just weren't paying attention, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, can be found down in the description of this video, along with my contact information. If you are in the market for an RV, I would at least like the opportunity to show you that I want your business, you know, through price, through service, all that good stuff. So reworked interior design. That's actually the former one, you know, right there. So you get kind of a good little look. The front of it was a little bit, you know, kind of bland. Big Country's always been one of my favorite brands, and it just got elevated there. I think it looks a little bit sleeker, a little bit nicer. I love that front decor there for that front cap. I just think it's looking really sharp. The Kurt Rotoflex, which is nice, a little bit of an upgraded pin box, you know, which is pretty cool. So right here, this part pivots. So as you're, you know, kind of chucking and bucking, it helps out with that kind of start and stop, makes it a little bit smoother by just a little bit of flex. It's not like that Rhino box, which is, you know, just right there, just real stiff. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling, which is always a plus. Quick, easy, efficient, nothing too much going on there outside of that. Big old storage space with the opening that you can get to from the front, and it's also prepped there underneath, which I'll show you here on the front portion. It is prepped up for a generator. Here's where you control that auto level. You also have your solar charge controller here, so you can see what the solar panels are doing, what kind of amperage it's bringing in, you know, all that good stuff. Outlet and a satellite. Underneath, heated and enclosed underbelly. You also got a little leash latch right there. And then the step above steps that flip into your doorway, just a little bit more of a sturdy, kind of weatherproofing, you know, type step. A little bit, you know, for, you know, maybe like elderly people or a bigger guy. It's not those flimsier steps, you know, they're real sturdy right there. So I like seeing that. And a lot of the RV industry is going that way because people simply want it. But they also got the safe T rails. You notice, you know, it's much longer. Instead of having that extra large grab handle that's all the way up here, you got access to help you going all the way up. And then to fold it away, you just push in and push down. And there you go, collapsed right up against the wall. Love seeing that. You got your line head tires, which are gonna come with a 125 warranty. Take a pause on that if you wanna learn a little bit more on that. Big open windows, big old awning. It's looking pretty sharp. You can put a slide topper on top of these if you choose to. Basically, that's going to be a piece of awning that goes from here to here. It's a worthy investment if you got a little extra money. It's going to mitigate the work. It's going to eliminate the risk of, you know, those leaks that are caused from like a tree branch or something like that that lands on the top. It's a great feature to have. The alternative is you get on top, you clean it up whenever you're underneath the tree. You know, no big deal. It is what it is. Full profile RV, meaning it's completely flat from one end to one end. That's where you're going to get that incredible head height in the living room and in the bedroom too. So for a taller person or more residential person, it's going to be a much, you know, better feeling experience when you're inside of a big country. You got your spare tire right there, a place to hold the old stinky slinky. And then you got a hitch on the back so that way you can go ahead, you know, hook up some storage, you know, bike rack, you know, whatever might go there. And then you're also prepped for the Furrion observation camera. So that's nice when you're driving down the road, you get a little 4.5-inch screen, you can suction cup onto the windshield of your towing vehicle and see what's going on behind you, you know, with distance markers. Is that for the cord reel? That is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to look into that feature. I'm not sure, but that looks like that's for the, I'll have to look into that. I'll drop a description on what that is when I can open it back up, but that's pretty darn neat looking. I'll have to definitely check that out. This is gonna be your dump valve right over here, and you also see it is prepped for the side cameras as well. And I like the position that it's in because you're not gonna have any blind spots. It's going nice and low, you know, all the way down the camper, which is pretty cool. Back end of the Furrion hot water heater. And then right here is going to be your docking station. So you have your water filter, different gray tanks, black tanks, waste holding tank, all that good stuff. Winterization valves, hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, a couple outlets, satellite and cable, and then your black tank flush, which is a sprinkler system there for your old poop tank. Propane tank. This is pretty nice. You got the Dexter tow assist. That's ABS and sway mitigation system. So when you're driving down the road, it's basically got electric ABS brakes. So it'll sense, you know, what's going on and kick the brakes on, you know, with different varying amounts of power. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. My name is Hunter, and this was the 2024 Big Country 3200 RLK. Have a good night. See ya. Meow 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 meow